So I don't have any answers or anything, but I have some observations that I've made and some self-realizations, actually, that I'm not entirely comfortable with, but I have to kind of accept. So I used to think that system administration was fairly simplistic in terms of the path that we went on, right? So we would start out as junior guys who would rack stuff and run wires, be cable monkeys, stuff like that, and gradually move into more advanced roles and become senior sysadmins and all that. But I'm not entirely sure that path's going to exist for a whole lot longer. One of the things that I have noticed is that the degree of expertise required to be really good at what we do has vastly increased, and the amount of deep domain knowledge in the various aspects of what we do is way, way bigger than what we are used to, right? When we started, it was possible to be an expert in security, full stop. And now, I mean, you spend years of your life in one particular aspect, let alone, networking and storage and everything else, right? So I thought about this for a long time, and what I have really come to the conclusion is that I used to see it like this. You started out here, and you would go up, and you would diverge, right? Your path would kind of go. And I looked at it like this was the sysadmin path. And you had storage, networking, security, some various splinter faction of system administration. But I really did consider them all to be system administration. But I don't think that's the case anymore, and I don't know what to call us, and I'm really having a crisis of faith. There's another profession that kind of hits what we do. And if you start here, this is your path, unless you work really hard, and then these are your paths. And that's being a doctor, right? If you start here and you become a doctor, your options are to be a general practitioner or one of several kinds of specialists, okay? But it doesn't really matter whether you're a GP or a urologist or a podiatrist, okay? You're a doctor. This is not sysadmin. That might be sysadmin. This is storage, networking, but the root base, what is that? System administration is the general practitioner of the IT world. And I don't know what to call this. I really don't know what the career path, the IT administrator role is. And you can call us IT administrator, it doesn't really roll off the tongue. But I don't know what it is. And I'm curious to see what you guys think. I really am. I don't have any answers. Like I said, I still haven't figured it out. But if I do, I'll let you know. But it just kind of bothers me. And it started out as the equivalent of an earworm, like just kind of, in the background humming. Like something here isn't adding up. And I thought about it for a long time. And I read a really, really awesome book, The Sociology of Medicine. I think that's the name of it. I'll bring up an Amazon link if you guys are curious. But it's about the initial building of the profession of medicine and how it started from witch doctors and healers and gradually kind of congealed into, the late 19th century equivalent of a doctor like Dr. Watson, where they had medical schools and there was unified learning, and we're not there yet. We're still, 30 years into our career. We are still, dealing with leeches. And everybody kind of recognizes that, but I don't think we've made this cognitive jump yet. That's what I'm really looking for in the next 5 to 10 years, right? I want to know kind of what this shared terminology that we have to deal with is. So that's my time. Thanks very much.